and gentlemen, welcome to McNeil High School, home of the Mavericks. We're hosting the J.J. Pearce Mustangs this afternoon. As the Mavericks prepare to take the field, your starting lineup for McNeil. In left field, number 15, James Morio. Center field, number 3, Ramsey Simpson. In right field this afternoon, number 5, Pearce Stone. On third base, number 22, London Lindsay. At shortstop, number 7, Joe Sandusky. Playing second base, number 1, Jack Goins. On first, number 23, CJ Gonzalez. Behind the plate, number 24, Xander Kovar. And on the hill, number 16, Wyatt Newman.
All right, hello folks. Welcome to the day 2 of the Mavericks here playing in the Round Rock ISD Central Texas First Pitch Classic. Mavs getting set to play J.J. Pearce Mustangs in a first of a doubleheader for the Mavs here today. Playing this first game at 2 o'clock, and they will follow this with another one at 7 tonight against Arlington. Mavs won both their games yesterday. Pearce Mustangs lost both of their games yesterday, one to Amarillo, one to Midway, but Pearce actually just played the game right before us here and took the victory over Friendship by a score of 4-1.
Excited to see how we respond today. There's a lot of ways to win games. Coming back with the same energy they had yesterday after a positive day, 2-0 day yesterday. See if they can respond with the same energy and focus on the task in front of them.
We'll see what they have here. Getting ready to start off. Starting pitcher Wyatt Newman delivers the first pitch. Ground ball right up the pitcher's mound. Fielded by the shortstop Sandusky. Fires it over to first base just in time to get the out.
Slowly developed play. Kind of hung up in that grass. Wyatt did a good job of getting out of the way of it. Give the shortstop a chance to get and play through it and make a strong throw. Contact outs, right? That should be, hopefully that's the theme today.
Keep that pitch count down, that's right. One pitch, one quick out for the Mavs here to start it off at the top of the first. That brings up the number 2 hitter, left fielder Dean Balo for the Pearce Mustangs. Good pitch on the outside part of the plate there, called strike 1. Newman, the tall, lanky senior for the Mavericks here, about 6'3".
J.J. Pearce looks like a veteran team. Lots of pretty much all juniors and seniors, but they're all raising one freshman.
Next pitch swung on, just tapped a piece of it slightly foul back to the screen. So Newman ahead here, working 1-2 on the number 2 hitter. Little different story weather-wise from yesterday. We started off about 80 degrees this time yesterday. A lot of wind. A little bit of wind, not nearly as much, but we're at about 59 degrees today as Newman flashes a nice breaking ball for swinging strike 3 there.
Good pitch, good start. 2 quick ones.
Right fielder, number 20, Julian Thomas Roberts.
So 2 up, 2 down so far. Brings up number 3 hitter, right fielder Julian Thomas Roberts. Swings the first pitch he sees, lofts a fly ball into left field. Left fielder Morio underneath it. He makes the grab, and that will be it.
Beautiful 1-2-3 inning. 6 pitches. Outstanding.
Great job. 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits. Mavs coming up to their first at bat here at the bottom of first, coming right back.
Leading off for your McNeil Mavericks, the center fielder, number 3, Ramsey Simpson.
All right, Ramsey Simpson will get it started here for the Mavs. And their first time through the lineup. Simpson having a pretty good tournament so far. Single, double, and 4 RBIs in the first 2 games yesterday. Holds off on a first pitch ball that misses a little bit low. Next pitch in there for called strike. Same pitch, same spot. Called strike 2.
Catcher's doing a good job with that. That ball's probably potentially a ball off the plate, but making it look pretty easy, making the umpire's job pretty easy.
1-2 to Simpson. Ground ball gets underneath the glove of the third baseman and kicks off his foot into left field. And Simpson will be aboard.
Right idea. It went to the well again there. Ramsey did a good job of letting it travel a little bit more, hitting a ball that was locked up the third baseman a little bit.
So leadoff runner aboard here for the Mavs in the bottom of the first. Brings up number 2 hitter, second baseman Jack Goins. Squares around to bunt, lays it down. Fielded by the pitcher straight in front of the mound, and he's going to get Goins first. They throw over to try to get Simpson taking a bit of a rounding turn off second base, but he doesn't move and he's fine. So Goins sacrifices the runner over.
For McNeil, your shortstop, number 7, Joe Sandusky.
A little bit of small ball early.
Brings up the shortstop, Joseph Sandusky. Sandusky 5 for 6 so far through 2 games yesterday, 4 singles and a triple. And he takes a big hack at the first pitch he sees and misses strike 1.
Playing him to pull a little bit. Second baseman's covering Simpson at second.
Next pitch swung on. Line drive down the right field line and is just foul. Oh.
Seen a lot of those this weekend, this week. Balls hit to the right side anywhere near the line are going to end up foul.
It was a great idea by Sandusky there, as you mentioned, with second baseman shifted over. Good gap out there in the right.
Yep.
But that ball just carried a little bit. Got foul.
Stayed back on a breaking ball there, I think.
So 0-2 pitch coming up to Sandusky. Hangs in there and just gets a piece of a breaking ball. Fouls it off the top of the Mavericks dugout roof. Brand new dugouts. Actually brand new. Pretty much everything between the in fair territory here. All brand new. Field's been around for probably 30 years, but everything you see on it is pretty much brand new.
Really like the way it looks.
Another 0-2 coming up to Sandusky. And time is called.
Interesting here as the at-bat has progressed. The outfielders have hit a couple balls to the right side off breaking pitches, and they've shifted accordingly. So it'd be interesting to see if the pitcher pitches to that shift.
Field umpire limbering up his torso there.
He looks cold.
0-2 pitch. And it hits Sandusky. Lower back, perhaps in the backside area there, so he's fine. Heads down to first base. unlike an 0-2 plunk. Turn things around for you.
That was interesting there. As I mentioned, they had shifted what appeared to be like they were going to stick to working away, maybe potentially staying soft away. And as his defense shifted away, he went inside hard with the fastball there. So not sure they're on the same page there, but it's just interesting little sequence.
Plays the Mavericks gain now with runners on first and second. Brings up Xander Kovar. Instead of breaking ball in there for called strike one. Kovar with a double yesterday and was intentionally walked to load the bases. Another breaking ball, kind of hung up a little high. Misses for ball one. Comes inside, almost catches him again.
Using the what's known as the highlighter bat, the bright orange lightsaber.
Definitely won't get hit by a moving vehicle whilst carrying that piece of equipment there.
Yes.
2-1 to Kovar. Looks at a fastball a little bit high, but umpire said it was in the zone. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to catcher Kovar. Oh, breaking ball in there for called strike 3.
That one looked away to me, but
that catcher kind of caught it. Had to turn his glove around, catch it low and outside there, but umpire said across the plate. So 2 outs now. Runner still on first and second. Brings up London Lindsay, who was the hero of the day in both games yesterday. Pitched a complete game and walked us off both times from the plate. And he swings at the inside fastball. First one kind of fouls near around his ankle.
interesting challenge for coaches in these tournaments, high school teams. You got a lot of two-way players, London being one of them. Pitched a complete game yesterday and asked to play third. It's just kind of part of the drill today. Wyatt Newman pitching. Played multiple spots yesterday. Really managing their durability. Two-way player, recovery is a big thing day after pitching. So it's but they're young, right? I'm not 18 anymore. So
17, 18 years old, They take a nap and they're ready to get back at it. 1-1 pitch to Lindsay. Breaking ball swung out and missed, and they snap throw down to second base. Shortstop has to kind of get in front of it and block it in front of the base. So Simpson is safe. One-two pitch to Lindsay, another breaking ball. Just got a piece of it, tapped it foul. Slow roller as the little ball boy with a pretty decent arm from over on the J.J. Pearce side picks up that ball and throws it to the umpire, or throws it to the Pearce catcher.
I'm guessing 4 years old.
Yeah, I don't know. That was pretty impressive, though.
Yeah.
I have to get him up in the bullpen. Next pitch bounces in dirt, gets away from the catcher, so both base runners are going to advance one. And the plot thickens now. With 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs, we got runners in scoring position here in the bottom of the first inning.
Familiar position for London, in a position to drive in some runs.
The 2-2 delivery. Breaking ball swung on, a little soft rolling ground ball, fielded by the third baseman and throws over to first in time, and that will end the inning. So the Mavs leave 2 stranded. And we head to the top of the second inning. Still no score. We'll be right back.
Leading off for the Mustangs, the first baseman, number 21, Tyler Sessions.
All right, back with the top of the second inning. 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for J.J. Pearce. Leading off will be the left-handed hitting first baseman, Tyler Sessions. And right off the bat here, the Mavericks outfield playing shift to the right field side. And Sessions swings the first pitch and fouls it softly over towards the Mavericks dugout. Oh, one misses a little bit inside low. Big swing and a miss. Next pitch. We're working ahead again. 1-2.
Really coming after him. Lots of strikes.
It's been consistent with all three Mavs pitchers so far. Not afraid to go in and work the zone. Just catches a piece of that last one. Fouls it. As we mentioned, London Lindsay, complete game first game, filled up the zone. Another complete game behind him last night, game 2. Nathaniel Schrader pitched, attacking the zone. And Newman continuing that trend here. 1-2 breaking ball, got a piece of it, fouls it out of play.
Tried the different side of the plate, the other side of the plate on that one. A little backdoor slider attempt. Good pitch. Good job fighting that off by the hitter.
Two balls, 2 strikes to Sessions. Next pitch swung on, another foul ball, grounded softly over first base side.
Working both sides of foul territory. Large student group just entered. I don't know if it's lunch hour or field trip.
Yeah, could be. Good to see. Stands starting to fill up here all of a sudden. Another 2-2 pitch. Oh, looks like a little bit of a cross up there. It's like catcher Kovar might have caught that with his body instead of his glove.
It may have bounced.
Or maybe it bounced, yeah. Count now full. 3-2 delivery from Newman. Pitch is swung on, foul directly over top of us in the press box here. So long at bat here. I think there might be more pitches in this at bat than in the previous inning combined. Three-two pitch. Swung on. Soft ground ball. Second baseman Goins makes a couple steps in, throws over to first in time, and Sessions is retired for the first out of the second.
J.J. Pearce, the second baseman, number 15, Luke Mitchell.
So one away brings up another left-handed hitter for J.J. Pearce. Second baseman Luke Mitchell stands in. And he looks at a first pitch fastball, misses high and outside for ball.
Outfield playing a little more straight up this time. They know something we don't.
A lot of interesting movement there on that pitch.
Looked like almost like a backdoor cutter.
Yeah. Comes in for a called strike. Same pitch, same spot, same kind of movement. So once again, Newman with a 1-2 count, working ahead. See if he goes to the slider here. Pitch is swung on, lofted into right field. Couple of steps in is the right fielder Stone, and he makes the grab for the second out of the inning.
Batting now for the Mustangs, third baseman, number
Brings up the
10,
third baseman, Max Newberg. First pitch to Newberg, misses a little bit low. Next pitch is swung on, lofted sky high into kind of shallow right center field. Center fielder Simpson comes over as they say, long country mile and down on his knees, makes the catch.
Really long run. That ball continued to tail toward right. Ramsey never stopped going full speed. Needed every bit of it.
So a dramatic end on the third out of the inning there. No runs, no hits. We head to the bottom of the second, still no score. We'll be right back.
Leading off for the Mavericks in this second inning, the left fielder, number 15, James Morio.
All right, left fielder James Morio will lead it off for the Mavs here in the bottom of the second. He holds up and almost bites on a low inside pitch that ends up bouncing and going back to the screen. Ball one. Morio, one of two left-hitting batters in the Mavs lineup today. And he looks at a good slider that comes back in, catches the outside corner for strike one.
Good to see him bounce the first one, went back to it. Good time to double up on a slider there, and he threw a good one the second. Well, generally the hitters might be sitting on the heater there on a first pitch bounce slider.
2-1 pitch, swung on, grounded softly. Second baseman fields it, makes the throw to first in time for the first out.
At the plate for McNeil, your right fielder, number 5.
That'll bring up Pearce Stone.
Stone.
Right fielder hitting the number 7 slot this game. Got himself his first varsity hit last night in game 2. It's a first pitch fastball, called strike one. It's another one that bounced in the dirt.
Probably not visible on the broadcast, but Pearce Stone enjoys time in the squat rack. Strong legs.
Two and one to count to Stone. And he gets a little bit fooled on a breaking pitch there and offers that at strike two. Two pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. And they appeal down to the first base umpire, see if Stone went around. He did not. Count will go full. And we'll see if he goes to the breaking ball again or tries to go to the heater. He goes to the heater and it's fouled back out of play. Another 3-2 pitch coming up. Another breaking ball, ground ball. Fielded by the shortstop on the run, throws across his body, and it is not going to be in time. As Stone was hustling down the line there and managed to beat the throw. Good attempt by the shortstop there, but
tough ball in the 6-hole. Good runner. Not a great recipe for an out right there. Good hustle down the line.
For the Mavs, your pitcher,
so Pearce with the first Mavericks hit and first overall hit of the game so far for both sides. He stands on first with one out, and that brings up the pitcher Wyatt Newman. Newman 1 for 2 in the second game last night. And he looks at a fastball, misses down by his toes. Ball one. Quick throw over to first base there to check on Stone. He's back fine. Next pitch, big swing and a miss by Newman on it's like a breaking ball. Pretty close inside on the hands there. Same pitch, then they throw down to first. Ball bounces in front of the first baseman, but he kind of loses where it is, so that's going to allow Stone to advance to second.
Good job by the first baseman bodying that up, but once it hit him, he got a little stunned and wasn't quite sure where the ball went.
Yeah, didn't realize the ball was just a couple of steps to his left.
Good read by Pearce. Now we have him where we want him, scoring position.
And the 1-2 pitch coming up to Newman. Fastball misses outside.
Outfielders are as straight up as you can play. Maybe a bit of a gap in right center.
After a long pause by the Pearce pitcher there, Newman calls time. Two on the way. And umpire says he went around. strike 3.
Not sure about that one, but with a two-man crew and a field umpire in the middle of the diamond, he knows he can't appeal it, so the home plate umpire took the initiative there and called that himself.
And we're 2 away now. That brings up the number 9 hitter, first baseman C.J. Gonzalez. Swings the first pitch, little chopper. It's going to stay fair right on the third base line. They're going to throw to first, and it is in time. Looked like one that might have gotten away with one in no man's land there, but the pitcher just kind of rifled it right over to first in time to get the runner Gonzalez to end the inning.
Really athletic play by that pitcher. That ball was, if you could draw up where you'd want to bunt the ball, that's about where that was. And he ranged over the line, made a really good play.
So Mavs leave one stranded, got their first hit, but still scoreless here as we head to the top of the third. We'll be right back.
Leading off this inning for J.J. Pearce, the designated hitter, number 8, Levi Rosenblum.
7-8-9 due up for J.J. Pearce Mustangs here in the top of the third, leading off designated hitter Levi Rosenblum. Big swing and a miss the first pitch, strike 1. Mustangs still looking for their first hit as they make their way through their first time through the lineup. Another pitch swung on, a little spinner right off the end of the bat, but it's going to roll foul first base side. Oh-2 pitch. Tries to go outside again, misses low to dirt.
Both teams trying to get the bats going. It's kind of quiet.
And Newman continuing to try to work outside, misses another low outside pitch. Count is 2-2 to Rosenblum. Next pitch swung on, pops sky high, shallow infield. Third baseman coming over, Kovar the catcher coming over, and Lindsay, the third baseman, catches it on his backside in third base foul territory.
A lot of foul ground at this park. That's a full sprint from a third baseman playing pretty deep. Had to come a long way. Catcher had to go a long way too, so that was fortunate to come up with that one.
Way to stick with it again. Not a lot of wind compared to last night, but still enough wind, and probably up there when that ball gets high. It's doing a lot of creative things. So great job by third baseman Lindsay to stick with that one. That brings up the catcher, Cole Prengler, who swings at the first pitch he sees and fouls it out of play right field side.
We had a couple situations last night too where anytime you're arriving at the ball at full speed, I mean, this game's hard enough, but whether it's ground ball or a fly ball and you're at 100% full effort, it's eyes are bouncing, heads bouncing, really hard to complete the play.
Next pitch is swung on, lofted a little bloop single that's going to get down into shallow center field. And Pringler has the first hit for the Mustangs here.
Texas leaguer, otherwise referred to as a duck snort.
And the catcher Pringler is going to get a courtesy runner, number 5, Caden Varner. Now the runner at first base. And the shortstop, Nathan Melendez.
Wyatt's still doing a good job of drawing contact. That's what we want.
So I got a little break in the play here as I guess the umpire just have to do a little housekeeping.
Dropped his little notepad. Is this a courtesy runner or a switch? Did they sub?
Well, that was it was the catcher, which normally you can just do the courtesy runner deal.
Yeah.
But there is a whole lot of discussion going on.
More than normal for a courtesy runner.
Normally it's just kind of a, yep, it's catcher, gotcha. In any case, looks like we're trying to get back to play here. Shortstop Melendez, number 9 hitter, stands in for the first time this game. Squares around, but then pulls back, but it is a called strike 1. Mustangs did pretty well in district last year, 23-8. They won their district 7-6A, and they were 22-8-2 overall. Big swing and a miss at the next pitch, strike 2. And on the 0-2, Newman checks runner over at first base real quick. To delivery, pitch swung on, ground ball in between short and third, fielded by Sandusky on his backhand, throws over to first, not in time. Good effort by the shortstop Sandusky there, just too far to go and kind of throwing that off his back foot there.
Center fielder, number 3.
Backhand deep in the hole. Kept it in front, prevent that advanced runner advancing to third. Get another one of those, just get double play, get out of here. What do we have, 4 double plays yesterday?
Yes. And the next hitter back to the top of the order.
Oh no.
Kinnear lays a bunt down and it catches the Mavs not ready for it on defense. And we have safe all around.
First baseman came in, second baseman a little late to cover the bag. Bases loaded, still same situation. 1 ground ball away from getting out of it.
So Newman working in a little bit of a jam here. Bases loaded, 1 out. Number 2 hitter Dean Balo stands in. He struck out in his first at bat. And he looks at the first pitch called strike.
Corners are playing a little bit up. Looks like we're going to try to go home to first. They get a ground ball. We're back in the middle to turn it.
Big swing and a miss at a well-placed pitch by Newman there, strike 2. Oh, 2 pitch swung on, lofted foul. That one's, it was going to go for the road, but it bounced off one of the trees, so we'll be able to retrieve that one.
I was a little surprised when they bunted there with one out, but it showed you exactly why you do it. He squared around as though it was a traditional sack bunt with one out, but bunts certainly put pressure on defenses.
Next pitch swung on, lofted sky high. Shortstop Sandusky coming in pretty much in third base territory there. It will be the infield fly. But a good job to get out of that one out jam. Now the infield will be able to take a couple steps back and breathe a little easier.
For the Mustangs, right fielder number 20, Julian Thomas Roberts. And
with 2 away, that'll bring up the number 3 hitter right fielder Julian Thomas Roberts, who flew out to left field in his first at bat. Long pause from Newman here, and hitter calls for time.
Infield pop-up with the bases loaded is the second best thing that can happen. Next to the double play, that was huge.
And this time the catcher Kovar is going to call time and go down and just have a quick chat with his catcher, with his pitcher there, make sure they're on the same page.
Runner at second base has been there a while, so good time to go mix up your sign sequence. That's possibly what they're talking about.
First pitch of Roberts, skied shallow right center field. Right fielder Stone coming in, charging hard, and he makes the grab. And the Mavs work out of a bases loaded one out jam with no damage.
Escape danger.
So 3 hits in a row for Pearce. Breaks the drought on the hits, but they leave all 3 stranded. Still no score as we head to the bottom of the third. Mavs coming up to bat. We'll be right back.
Double Dave's pepperoni pizza roll from the Snack Shack.
All right, back to the top of the order for the Mavericks here in the bottom of the third. Both sides still looking to strike first on the scoreboard. Simpson looks at a first pitch, misses low and outside for ball 1. Simpson reached successfully in his first at bat on an error by the third baseman. Made it all the way to second base, but that's where he lives left. Good late slider action there. Comes back in. Umpire said it caught the outside part of the plate. 1-1 pitch swung on, lofted foul. Actually goes off the light pole right in front of the Mustangs bullpen area.
Consistent attack on the outer edge against Ramsey Simpson.
And 1-2 pitch comes inside.
Just as I say that, drops a slider on his back foot.
Well, we saw last night Simpson loves those inside pitches. He drove one to the fence in the air. Foul, unfortunately, but it went a long way.
Completely killed by the wind. That ball would have been.
Yes.
Those cows out there were in serious jeopardy.
2-2 pitch coming up to Simpson. Break ball once again in there, catches the outside part for called strike 3.
For the Mavs.
Pitcher Meyer, he's been executing those kind of late breaking backdoor sliders on the outside corner against lefties pretty well here today. I'll bring up second baseman Jack Goins. Goins with a sac bunt in his first at bat today.
I learned today that Jack Goins will be attending Arizona State for college, which is a place you can't really have all that much fun. Not a lot to do there. Nothing to do but study.
He looks at 2 straight balls to start off his appearance. Swings 2-0 pitch, ground ball right to the second baseman, fields it, throws it over to first in time for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Joseph Sandusky to shortstop.
Your shortstop, number 7.
Reached on an 0-2 hit by pitch in his last at bat. Interesting call on that slider there.
He's established that, it seems. He likes that sweeper that's out there almost in the other batter's box.
Oh, well, that delivery pitcher kind of slipped and fell.
I saw him have some trouble with the mount. Looked like I don't know if there's a hole in where he lands. But he seems to have tweaked his ankle.
I think he was tapping down a bit of a divot, probably with his landing area in his landing area there. Looks like he's all right though. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Sandusky. And next pitch bounces in the dirt.
He's going back to fix that hole again.
That whole pitching mound area also included in the all-new, remodeled, rebuilt field here. So that's a brand new hill. The 2-1 pitch was in there for a call strike. Looked like a little bit low, but umpire liked it. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, this one far enough outside, although that one,
it was out, but he's shown he likes it.
Yeah.
Three-two pitch. Breaking ball. Oh, umpire looked like he was getting ready to ring him up, but ball 4. So 2-out walk for Sandusky. He reaches twice today.
The plate for the Mavs.
And that brings brings up the catcher, Xander Kovar.
Xander Kovar.
I expect them to get Sandusky moving early in this count, try to get him in scoring position with 2 outs.
Kovar looks at a fastball in there for called strike. Another called strike. Someone caught the outside part of the plate this time. Let's see if he gets Sandusky going here. He does. He goes on the pitch. 0-2 pitch swung on. A little soft rolling ground ball. Fielded by the shortstop, but it gets out of his glove. And everybody's going to be safe.
Runner moving on that pitch served its purpose there. It pulled the shortstop out of his spot. Ball was hit right where the shortstop would normally play, but he was working his way to the bag, so it made it hard for him to change directions and go make a play on it.
22, London Lindsay.
A lot to think about. A lot to think about for that shortstop as he's coming up on that play. It's a difficult play. Do I go force at second? Am I going to have time? And it works in the Mavs' favor here. As everybody's safe all around. We have a courtesy runner for the catcher Kovar at first. Looks like number 8, Santiago de la Garza, is in there.
The Mavs did a good job last night of driving in runs with 2 outs. We're in that situation again. It's they had good approaches with 2 outs, and it changes games.
This is a guy to do it too. London Lindsay at the plate. And both runners take off. It's a hit and run. Fly ball into the gap in right center field. It is going to be caught by the right fielder, though. Good idea. Just came up a little bit short on the execution, but a good piece of hitting there by London Lindsay with a double hit and run on.
Yep.
So the Mavs get closer, but still leave 2 stranded. And still tied up 0-0 here as we head to the top of the 4th. We'll be right back.
Texas First Pitch Classic. Raising Cane's chicken. Freshly made and constantly craved. A love you'll never regret.
Tyler Sessions will lead it off for the Mustangs here in the top of the 4th. Four, 5, 6 hitters due up this inning. Sessions grounded out to second base his first appearance, and another ground ball right at the second baseman going. His bob was a little bit, still plenty of time though, and he throws it over to first and entire sessions for the first out of the inning.
Next up, number 15, Luke Mitchell.
So 1 pitch, 1 quick out brings up second baseman Luke Mitchell. Mitchell flew out to right field in his first at bat. He swings the first pitch, lofts a shallow fly ball, kind of right behind second base bag, and the shortstop Sandusky is over and makes the grab in shallow center field for the second out.
2 quick outs.
2 pitches, 2 quick outs.
Batting number 10, Max Newberg.
2-way, bring up third baseman Max Newberg. It's a called strike 1. Newberg flew out on a rather dramatic catch by the center fielder Ramsey Simpson last inning. Next pitch swung on, laced, foul, and kicks around over in the Mustangs bullpen area.
Center fielder Simpson playing him to pull. Maybe it's because he wants to go make that long run again and dive.
Another highlight reel.
Set himself up.
Big swing and a miss on a good breaking ball, strike 3. So Newman makes quick work of the Mustangs here in the top of the 4th. No runs, no hits.
46 pitches through 4 innings. It's incredibly efficient.
And that's the second strikeout of the game for Newman. Head to the bottom of the 4th. Still tied up 0-0. Mavs hoping to change that when we get back. All right, left fielder James Morio will lead it off for the Mavs here in the bottom of the 4th. Morio with a ground out to second base in his first appearance. Swinging the first pitch, ground ball is shortstop this time. Fields it, throws over, and beats him by a step.
Turned out to be pretty close. Hard 90.
That was a little closer than expected. I'll bring up right fielder Pearce Stone.
Now batting right fielder.
Represents the first of the 2 Maverick hits so far. Pitch swung on, hard ground ball right at the shortstop again though. Throws it over and in time. First baseman drops the ball, but it was kind of on the after the transfer there, so
2 quick outs for them.
That'll bring up the pitcher, Wyatt Newman.
Number 16, Wyatt Newman.
Newman looks at the first pitch called strike in the outside part of the plate. Ooh, another called strike outside. That one looked a little out and low, but
Yeah.
umpire's been definitely granting a sizable neighborhood area out there on the outside corner today. Another outside pitch and called strike 3. Whew. That was a little, even more questionable than the previous one, but nonetheless, strikeout, and the Mavs go 1-2-3.
Going to be that kind of day for the hitters. Going to have to expand.
Still no score. Heading to the top of the 5th. 7-8-9 due up for the Mustangs. We'll be right back. Designated hitter Levi Rosenblum will lead it off for the Mustangs here in the top of the 5th. Swings the first pitch, ground ball right at third baseman London Lindsay. Fields it, throws it over to first in time. So another first pitch, 1 pitch out for Newman. So far, no score. Total of 5 hits combined across 2 teams this game.
After a long outing on the mound, London Lindsay playing third. That long throw made it perfectly.
That brings up the number 8 hitter, catcher Cole Prengler. Looks at a first pitch slider in there for a called strike. Prengler had the first of 3 hits for the Mustangs this game. Made it all the way to third base, and that's where he was stranded. Next pitch swung on a little slow roller down third base side, fielded by Lindsay, throws over to first.
What a play.
In time and got him. Wow. What a play by Lindsay.
Bare hand coming in. That was essentially the equivalent of a bunt. And all one motion, picked it up. Perfect strike.
So Lindsay flashing it all over the place in these first 3 games this series, on the mound, at the plate, and with the glove.
Pretty consistent theme all week is pretty clean defensive efforts. And that's what it takes. We talked a little earlier about how every winning different types of games is something you learn as a team, and we're in one now that we didn't experience yesterday in a 0-0 tie. Getting late.
Number 9 here, Nathan Melendez, shortstop in here now. Looks at comes in with a 1-1 count. Next pitch swung on, little flare that's going to get down into right field for a 2-out base hit. And Melendez 2 for 2 on the day.
Still filling up the zone, still looking for contact outs, and just a good piece of hitting right there to the right side.
That brings us back to the top of the Mustangs lineup. Sam Kinder, the center fielder, stands in 1 for 2 so far with a single in the 3rd inning.
He looks like he's going.
Goes in the first pitch. Throw down is going to be offline. A stolen base for Melendez. The pitch was a ball. Looked like the pitch was high. Next pitch swung on. Another ground ball to London Lindsay at third base. Fields it cleanly, throws to first in time. So that inning, all London Lindsay, who makes all 3 putouts. And despite getting a runner to second base, the Mustangs leave him stranded.
Ball found the right guy for the 3rd out in the inning with Pearce threatening.
And still 0-0. Mavs coming up, bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back. All right, it'll be first baseman C.J. Gonzalez, then back to the top of the Mavericks order.
C.J. Gonzalez.
Trying to be the first ones to scratch on the scoreboard here this game as we're hitting into the bottom of the 5th inning now. Gonzalez swings the first pitch he sees, lofts a ball into center field. That's going to get down. Oh, and it takes a funky kick and gets away from the center fielder. And that's going to allow Gonzalez to get to second base.
Center fielder with a full head of steam heading into the gap, and the ball hits the ground and almost kicked to the left, and he overran it. Had to retreat to the wall. End up on leadoff man on scoring position.
Okay, we've got some sort of conversation here between head coach for the Mavericks, Coach Aguirre, and the home plate umpire. We have a, looks like we have a, in this case it'll have to be a pinch runner waiting on the first base side.
That appeared to be a attempt at a hidden ball trick, which is why the umpire did not grant timeout potentially. He would not speak. He wouldn't start the conversation with Coach Aguirre until the shortstop gave up the ball. That's what it appeared to me. I
right.
could be making things up.
Yeah, because I saw the shortstop finally threw the ball in there. You're right. That was technically still a live ball, I guess. Okay, looks like we are going to have a change of runner. Yes. So number 17, I believe that's Christopher Ho. Yes. Christopher Ho goes in. He's the runner at second now.
Good spot to be. Leadoff hitter at second base, getting to the top of the order. Potentially break the dam.
Now batting center fielder number 3, Ramsey.
So leadoff hitter Ramsey Simpson steps in now. Pitcher taking a long time to get the sign. He does get it and comes set now. Ooh, Simpson gets that inside pitch that he loves, but fouls it back to the screen.
He had bad intentions on that swing.
He sure did. His eyes lit up going, I can't believe he's throwing it inside on me. But foul ball, strike one. Another one inside. This one not worthy of an offer, though. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Third time through the Mavericks lineup now with the same pitcher, so everybody should be well accustomed to the pitches of the pitcher here. Ground ball to first base. Looks like they're going to get the runner caught up at between short and third. He's going to get tagged out. Oh, and then now we might have another tag out at first. Oh, yeah. He's safe.
Safe. That foul ball appeared to hit Ramsey Simpson's leg, but I am about 100 feet away.
It did kind of sound like, though, it was almost like it chopped off either the plate or perhaps his body.
Yeah. J.J. Pearce, coach, is having a conversation with the umpire on the safe call. Looks like he's going to ask for help. The home plate umpire didn't have a better view, so I would be really surprised if they overturned this, and no, they don't. They're still safe. Runner at first, 1 out now, different situation.
So Simpson safe on the kind of chaotic fielder's choice there.
Next up for the Mavs, second baseman number 1, Jack Goins.
And that brings up second baseman Jack Goins. And he squares around, shows bunt, but time is called.
Scored around early.
Third baseman drew in really quickly. Squares around again. And he pulls back. Ball pops out of the catcher's glove, and that allows Simpson, who was running on the pitch, to steal second base.
Not sure if he called that a ball or strike, but what happened there is exactly what you want. That was a straight fake bunt steal. Show the bunt, distract that catcher, put that bat in between the pitcher and the catcher, make it tough to see. And sure enough, the catcher did not see the pitch. Seemed to glance off his glove, wasn't able to handle it.
It's kind of screened by the barrel of the bat, the field of view of the catcher there, huh?
Yep.
One 0 pitch swung on, fouled, out of play. That one's going to go to the road.
The program donated 75 baseballs to the businesses across the street in yesterday's action.
1 ball, 1 strike to Goins. And they're going to try to pick off at second base.